I want to thank my friends for joining me for my first yoga class. I want to thank my friends for joining me for my first yoga class. We're going to start this class today in a seated position, so go ahead and sit down. Let's start by tuning into our bodies. Notice how you are feeling. What are you noticing? Notice your breath. Notice if you're holding on to any tension that you may be feeling. Notice how your mind is feeling. Notice any emotions you may be feeling. As you gently deepen your breath, let go of the day so far. Draw the palms of your hands together at your heart and lift your heart to your thumbs. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes or gently gaze down past your nose and relax your shoulders. Invite a more loving awareness into this moment. Inhale and exhale, bowing your head to your heart. Take a few slow, deep breaths in and out. Take a moment and set an intention for your practice today. Go ahead and set it now. Let us find what feels good in this practice today. And most importantly, listen to your bodies. Take another deep breath in and exhale to release. On the inhale, reach up for the sky with your hands. On the exhale, lower your hands to the ground and come to your hands and your knees. Your knees should be under your hips and your shoulders should be above your wrists. Tuck your head and your tailbone and arch your back up to the sky. On the inhale, lift your head and tailbone up, lowering your belly down. Continue this at your own pace. Once you find yourself back into a neutral position on your hands and your feet, take your head to the right and your hips to the left. On the inhale, take your head to the left and your hip to the right. And continue this at your own pace. When you find yourself back at midline, take your right arm out to the side and up over your head. Lower your arm between your left hand and your left knee, either on your wrist or down to your shoulder if that's comfortable for you. Bring your right arm back to midline and lift your left arm out to the side and up. And lower that between your right hand and right knee, lowering down onto your elbow or to your shoulder. And do this at your own pace. When you find yourself back at midline, extend your right leg straight back and your left arm straight out. Level your hips and lengthen through your arm and your leg. Bring your arm and leg down, extend through your left leg and right arm, lengthening through your leg and your hand, and flex your foot if that feels good. And go ahead and repeat this at your own pace. When you find yourself down on your hands and knees, you're going to step your right foot forward, and your right knee is going to be above your right ankle. You're going to lift your left knee up to the ground. You're going to press down or back through your left foot in like a lunge position. From there, you're going to let your hands come and rest on your right thigh. You're going to inhale your arms out to the side, up over your head, palms together, and exhale to prayer pose. Bring your left arm to rest on your right thigh, twisting to the side. Bring your thumbs to your shoulder and lift your right elbow up to the sky and open your chest. Bring your knee back down and come to your hands and your knees. And we're going to do the other side. Bring your left foot forward. Lift your right knee up and push back through your foot in lunge position. Lift your arms up to your left thigh. Raise your arms up over your head, palms together. Exhale to prayer pose. Twist to the side, resting your right arm on your left thigh. Bringing your thumbs to your chest, left elbow up, and lifting your chest. Go ahead and release back down to your hands and knees. On the exhale, we're going to curl your toes under and lift your knees up, hips up, into downward facing dog. You're going to push back with your arms, lifting, pushing your chest back towards your hips and lifting your chest up, keeping your hands spread apart between your shoulders and your fingers spread apart, palms to the ground. And you can pedal out your feet if that feels good. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. And you can also sway side to side if that feels good. From there, you're going to walk your hands back into forward fold. And you're going to stand up into mountain pose. We're going to ground through your right foot, lifting your left foot, pressing it either below your knee or above your right knee, but not on your knee, for tree pose. Arms can be out to your side. You're going to lift your arms up and out over your head, palms together, and exhale to prayer pose. We're going to release back down, and we're going to ground up through our left foot. So left foot is grounded, and you're going to bring up your right foot, resting it between your knee, above or below, but not on your knee. You want to engage your abdominal muscles and your hips, lengthening up through the left leg. Inhale, raise your arms up and over your head, palms together. Exhale to prayer pose. Go ahead and release your legs back down into mountain pose or mountain pose. From here, we're going to lift your right leg up as if you're going to take a giant step forward, trying to keep your left thigh parallel to the ground. And we're going to raise our arms up and out, palms facing each other. Or you can put your palms together, whatever is comfortable. Go ahead and release that. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Lift, ground through your right leg, or which one? I think I might have messed up my legs. We're going to do the left. We're going to ground through the right leg, or maybe you guys are doing left leg. Raising your left leg up so that your thigh is parallel to the ground. Lifting your arms straight up, palms facing each other or palms together. And you can extend your foot or relax your foot, either whatever's comfortable. Release your arms down to your side. From there, we're going to ground through your right leg, and you're going to take a step back 2 or 3 feet with your left leg back. Your right toes are going to face as if they're headed right off your mat, and your left toes are going to face slightly forward. Turn your hips so they're facing forward, straight ahead. Sweep your arms out to your side and up and over your head. Bend your knee into lunge. Let your knee be right above your ankle. Press down through the left leg and left foot. Lift your chest and release your shoulders down away from your ears for Warrior One. Take your left arm back onto your left thigh and take your palm of your hand, your right palm facing back, continuing with that lunge forward for Reverse Warrior. Take your left arm back behind your back and lock your fingers together. Lengthen your arms and your back and bend at your hips, lengthening through your spine, folding at your hips, lifting your arms up and away into a forward fold. Tuck your chin towards your chest and let the top of your head face the ground for Humble Warrior. Bring your head and chest back up and find yourself in mountain pose. Are we warming up? We're going to do this on the other side. Ground through your left leg and take your right leg back 2 to 3 feet. Make sure your right or your left toes are facing forward and your left toes are at a slight angle. And you can bend at your hips, keeping that left knee above the left ankle. And raise your arms up over your head, lunging forward for warrior one. Bring your right arm down onto your right thigh and turn your left hand so your palm is facing the back for warrior three. Bring your left arm back and you can intertwine your hands, lengthen your arms, lengthen your back, and you're going to lean forward, bending at your hips, lengthening through your back and your arms into a forward fold, tucking your chin and your head facing the ground for humble warrior. Bring your head and chest back up, and you can find yourself back in mountain pose. From there, we're going to find ourselves in a seated position. We're going to sit down and our legs are going to be extended long out in front of us. Both legs are out in front. And if you want to reach back and pull the fleshy part of your buttocks out so you are more grounded, you can go ahead and do that. You can flex at your ankles and inhale your arms up and over your head and bend forward, keeping your arms long, reaching down to your legs or the mat or whatever is comfortable into a forward fold. If you want to repeat that, you can go ahead and sit back up and bring your arms, inhale up over your head and exhale to release down to your legs, your feet, the mat, whatever is comfortable for you. Then bend your right knee and bring your right foot into your left thigh. Lengthen through your left leg, flexing your left foot. And once again, inhale your arms up and out over your head. Forward fold, lengthening through your arms, bending at the hips, lowering to your comfort, bringing your hands to your leg, the mat. And go ahead and release that and extend your right foot out. And then bend your left knee and bring your left foot into your right thigh, lengthening through your right leg and flexing your right foot. Inhale your arms up and out and exhale into a forward fold. Bring your head to meet your thigh, or wherever you get a good stretch. And you can relax that. Once again, we're going to start with our legs out, extended out in front of us. And we're going to take our arms and we're going to put them behind our back. And our hands are going to face our buttocks. And from there, we're going to extend our arms. And on the inhale, we're going to lengthen up through the spine, extend our arms, and on the exhale, we're going to lift our hips up off the mat into reverse plank. Lift your chest, lift your hips. Engage the muscles of your thighs and hips to lift higher. And release back down to the ground. Go ahead and lay down on your back and bring your knees to your chest. Grab a hold of your big toe and bend your right knee out to the right side and your left knee out to the left side, and extend your legs out so your feet are facing up in the sky. Happy baby pose. And you can rock from your left to your right. And go ahead and relax and bring your feet back down to the ground, and just slightly move your hips to the left and take your knees out to the side, to the right side, and extend your arms like a T, and turn your head to gaze down at your left hand. And then go ahead and bring your hips back with your feet flat on the floor, and go ahead and move your hips a little to the right, turning your knees or twisting your knees to the left side, down to the ground, your arms out in T, and then twist your head to the right, gazing over your right hand. From there, if you would like to take your feet out to the edges of your mat, and we call this the windshield wiper pose, where you can take both your knees so they both kind of go down to your right side, and then bring them back to your left side, and go back and forth. With that. From there, bring your knees back to midline and lower your legs to the ground. Come onto your back with your arms out to your side and get comfortable. Now, allow your eyes to close. Take a few breaths in and out. Gradually, your breath will flow more slowly, smoothly, and quietly. Bring your full attention to your physical body. Be aware of your feet, your calves, your thighs, your hips, your abdomen, your chest, your arms, shoulders, your neck, and your head. Listen to your heartbeat, and if you're holding on to something that needs to be released or shed, let it go. Now simply be aware of your own awareness. Rest in your own being for as long as you can hold your attention there. Now slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. Breathe slowly, smoothly, and evenly. Bring awareness back to your body by starting to move your fingers, your toes, your arms, and your legs. Bring your arms up over your head for a stretch. And slowly bring yourself to a side-lying position. And eventually bring yourself into a seated position. Bring your palms together in prayer pose and take a moment to set your intention. To remember your intention, sorry. Take another deep breath in and exhale slowly. All the goodness in me sees all the goodness in you. Namaste.
You did well.